Yeah, what's wrong with the beer we got? I mean, the beer we got drank pretty good, don't it?
Hello and welcome to season 5.
One, 2, 3, 4.
That we've actually been doing.
5 seasons of this show.
Year Beer Sucks Season 5.
Same old
How'd you
shit.
make?
Things may look a little bit better. We're using some new editing software,
And some new lighting.
so we're gonna try to up the production values ever so slightly, so then all 5 of you watching this can enjoy it maybe just a teensy bit better.
Also, you may have noticed something a little different from the little stinger card before the review, that we are doing themed episodes this season. We didn't plan on it. It just happened to be that we collected a bunch of beers, almost enough to do the whole season, and realized we had just about 3 of everything. So we're going to do 3 of a single type of beer most episodes this season.
Most episodes, and I think that'll be an interesting comparison. Is like you're able to compare within styles, like.
But since it's
Very
only
important.
3, it's not going to be a real deep comparison.
No,
and
but
sometimes
still.
it's going to be 2 or more of the same brand in an episode
Rule
too.
of 3.
Yeah, true. All right. Speaking of beer, number 1.
Beer number Alpha.
Are you still reading the ad copy?
I don't know, am I?
Yes, you are.
Is this something we should decide during the middle of production? Or is this
Yes.
something we should have decided beforehand?
This is probably something that we should have decided beforehand. However,
I
think-
assume that this was already decided.
Okay.
so as I did as well. So, but you were kind of like you didn't want to do it, and I'm like, we can go back to the old way. But
Beer number Alpha. UFO Winter Blonde. Have you ever tasted a light wheat beer that tastes like vanilla coffee?
no,
No, as a matter of fact, I haven't.
No.
We hadn't either until our brewers made this delicious little treat.
okay.
All right, there you go. Made with vanilla cold brew from a local partner. You won't believe how light and refreshing this beer is for your next holiday jingle.
And this is a
Wait,
Hefeweizen?
so, what? And it has coffee in it?
Blonde vanilla coffee ale. And
What the fuck?
yeah, technically this is a holiday beer, but we were never going to do this in a Christmas
What?
special.
A coffee blonde ale.
a coffee
vanilla.
Hefeweizen.
Yeah, it's called a coffee vanilla Hefeweizen called
I mean,
a winter blonde.
you realize this is either going to be really good or really fucking bad.
I am leaning towards the latter.
Really fucking bad. But that's another weird thing. It's a Hefeweizen. All the beers we're doing tonight are Hefeweizen.
It's got dog fart.
But they call it a blonde.
Fucking dog fart.
Yeah, it does. It's faint, but it's there.
Who the fuck is UFO?
UFO, they're from Vermont, I think.
I believe they are
Well, it smells like Pittsburgh.
connected with Harpoon, aren't they? Where
yeah.
UFO is
Yeah,
like
they're-
a sub thing based on their
UFO is unfiltered offerings, something
Yeah.
along those lines.
But they actually have their own separate website, ufobeer.com, in case you would want to go there for whatever
It
reason.
smells like real bad macro brew.
It does smell very macro.
it smells macro. It didn't have dog fart, but it's
No, I didn't have dog fart by the time.
coffee very faintly.
I'm
like,
getting a little bit of diarrhea smell in it. And I'm not joking. I'm not doing that thing that Mike does. I'm actually serious. That does smell slightly like that. Maybe some coffee. And it smells a little sweet.
what? What?
Wow.
This is weird.
This is real weird.
What the hell?
Huh.
Well,
It definitely tastes like coffee.
like French vanilla coffee.
It tastes
Yeah.
nothing like it smells.
No, it doesn't.
As a matter of fact, It tastes several shades darker of beer than it is.
Yeah.
It has a very potent malt.
The aroma is like not inviting.
But
The flavor is kind of good.
yeah, like this tastes way better than I was expecting it to, based off of the nose, because the nose is
finish.
awful. Yeah.
Okay, so the nose is pretty bad. The palate is pretty good. The finish is really, really good. Like, it has no business being that good. It's like chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, no, like dead on. It's chocolate chip cookies.
How is this beer possible?
You want to know something that's really weird? It's kind of Belgian-y on the palate.
A
A little bit, but I think that more comes from the weediness and like the fact that it's really carbonated.
I was gonna say this is to me coming across more of as a wheat beer rather than a Belgian, which is I think
sense.
it's what it's
It
supposed
is a
to do.
Hefeweizen.
This
Now,
is like no Hefeweizen that I've ever had before. This is weird.
It's weird.
But you know what? I'm inclined to say that I like this. This is
Me too,
this
because
is good,
the aroma does suck,
but
it's really mild. And the palate is good and the finish is fantastic.
I didn't think that anyone would be able to make a beer like this work.
Now, it does have a little bit of like an antiseptic-ish, I don't know, like rubbery thing going, but it's
Yeah.
real mild.
It's mild enough to where everything else.
But like,
Wow.
it's much fuller bodied than you expect it to be.
Yeah, because I mean, you'd figure this would be like a real super thin beer, but no, it's actually got a little something to it.
It's mostly dark flavors. There's a little tartness, a little bit of a lemony thing going, but for the most part, it tastes like darker malt than it is. It tastes like chocolate and coffee
Yeah.
and vanilla.
You know, this basically, what this reminds me of in
And
terms of
cookie dough.
flavor is basically like French vanilla coffee creamer with.
That you use to make chocolate chip cookies with.
Yes.
It's like, this as a dessert would be brilliant.
Yeah.
Mike, you are very silent.
I think you still
That's
kind of.
because it tastes like Band-Aids.
So the rubber thing I'm getting is just jumping out as Band-Aids to you.
Which sort of makes sense.
It's on the finish for me.
Oh, really?
It does have
I
a
don't
very
get that on the
surprisingly thirst-quenching finish.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very thirst quenching.
That's funny. To me, that's on the palate, but I get none of it on the finish. The finish to me is just pure chocolate chip cookie goodness.
Yeah.
Mine's like chocolate chip cookie Band-Aids.
Really?
Yeah.
Which I think that's an idea. Chocolate chip cookie Band-Aids.
Yeah. For when you really want to lick your wounds.
Hey. TM. We have that shit. Don't fucking steal our idea, assholes.
So, this has bad qualities, and it has good qualities, and I think on the balance it's good.
I'm going to say it doesn't suck.
I would say that I wouldn't even call this a mediocre +1. I would say that this is annoyingly good.
Like, it doesn't make any sense, like, how it can be this good, but it's
I mean,
it's good.
Smelling the bottle,
You're
it
like,
smells like shit.
but
But it tastes really good, and the finish is a knockout for
Yeah.
me.
Mike?
What do I rate this beer?
Yeah. Out of our binary scale of sucks or doesn't suck.
Is it?
Oh, I can't rate it out of 10?
No.
No.
Oh, this is the wrong
you're
show. Okay.
But like you're comparing to the Stopwork 689. If it's equal to that or worse, it sucks. If it's better, it's not sucks.
I'm going to give it a political doesn't suck.
Because it shouldn't.
Or,
escape.
a political sucks. Is
a
what I
political sucks because it shouldn't.
It shouldn't escape unscathed, but I must say that this beer is a sucker punch because you smell it and you're like, oh, what kind of fucking macro fucking awful bullshit is this that somebody threw in a bottle and tried to call craft beer? And you're just totally like, okay, yeah. And then you're like,
What?
what? you're like, what?
Man, what is this
You're like,
beer?
what are you talking about?
How is this beer?
What are you talking about, man?
Man.
What?
Yeah, so UFO Winter Blonde doesn't suck. What do you know?
beer number beta.
Hefeweizen number 2.
New Glarus Bubbler.
Bubbler.
The Bubbler Hefeweiss you hold in your hand sparkles with democratic spirit, combining Wisconsin wheat alongside European Pilsner malt. Apparently, you hold this in your hand.
Go figure. So, wait, hold on. You hold the beer in your hand or like the glass that...
The Bubbler Hefeweiss you hold in your hand.
So, okay. Well, semantics later. Continue.
Choice! American hops partner with imported hops. Even yeasts blend together in our open-top fermenters.
Typeface.
Yeah.
100% naturally carbonated and hazy. Expect this living beer to pour an exuberant, effervescent gold. Bubblers beat in our hearts. It's a Wisconsin thing.
Well,
I don't know, let's see.
We'll see.
It's probably going to be cheesy.
Oh.
I'm okay with that. As long as it's cheddar.
Hey, it ain't easy being cheesy.
None of that American cheese shit. It's got to be cheddar.
It's fucking cheddar.
You know, I don't know if it's my own suggestion, but there is a cheesiness. Maybe I hypnotized myself.
It's faint, but you're not
It's
wrong.
probably all that cheese in the air.
Are you fucking serious? All right, Mike.
Dude, it has a slight cheesiness to it.
Give it a whiff.
It sure does. But it does not smell like yellow cheese.
No.
It's like a provolone.
Yeah.
Like an aged provolone.
Yeah.
It smells like even a little bit of that smokiness, but it smells very nicely weedy. Like a proper
Hefeweizen. You know, a cheesy Hefeweizen.
It smells like apples too.
And blue cheese.
Ooh.
No, I don't smell blue cheese. That would make me wretch. I'm smelling, definitely getting banana.
God damn. That's a good Hefeweizen.
Right?
Wowee.
This is good.
Man. Now this is rod pacing.
Yes, this is rod pacing.
It's got all the, like, banana-y and...
But not just like banana
bit of
stuff. There's
citrus.
all a bunch of fruit in there.
Yeah, there's like apples, lemons, limes.
This kind of reminds me of that wheat beer
Pear?
we had in probably one of our first episodes, and they were talking about how it
Oh,
only
the
had 4
Oberon?
ingredients in it.
And we were like, how?
Yeah, that's what it kind of reminds
This is
me of, the
a
Oberon.
knockout. This is really good.
This is, I think, I'm going to go ahead and say it right here. As of right now, this is the best Hefeweizen I've ever had.
This is up there for me.
It tastes like a Weizen,
This really,
not a Hefeweizen.
Yeah.
it's funny because like it really puts the last beer to shame.
Oh, dude, no, this severely outclasses that last beer.
This, to me, I think is everything that American Macro Brew ought to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like sometimes really good pilsners.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is very, very good. It's incredibly drinkable, super duper fruity while having that wheat character.
A little bit tart, a little bit sweet,
Yeah.
Very well done.
not hoppy at all.
No.
The sweet almost comes across as like a bittersweet, though.
Oh, and something
yeah,
about
kinda.
Yeah.
the wheat is really strong on it to where like in the finish it starts to turn into like an oatmeal
Yeah.
taste, like
Yeah.
like a bowl of oatmeal.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
combining with the
Hey, and something else, too, that I noticed while drinking it. The nose, the more I drank it, started getting more and more interesting. I don't know what it is exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
There's almost some, like, spicy overtones.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
because,
which is typical of the
traditional-
style.
The
Yeah.
traditional clove is totally there.
Yeah.
but then you're starting to find other things like nutmeg and shit.
Cinnamon.
Yeah. Kind of like pie spices and
Yeah, it
whatnot.
starts really smelling darker and darker as it gets lower in the glass. Like
Yeah.
when it was high, it was more like apples, very bright. And the lower it
No,
gets,
it's definitely
more
getting
like,
definitely getting a little bit deeper.
It's
Well,
got the
guys-
spices. It's like apple pie.
That's a good fucking beer.
Yeah. This is very, very good.
Actually, you know what?
Do something about it, you know?
I think this smells a lot like a good apple pie. It's got the spices, it's got the apple, and it's got like the crust.
Yeah, it kind of does. With the wheat there in the background, it's damn. I need to find a way to grab more of this because I don't think we can grab this locally.
No, this apparently was brought from Ohio.
Akron,
I don't remember.
Cleveland.
Might be Cleveland.
I'm scared to go to Cleveland to get one.
But we really need to have this around here.
This is really, really goddamn good.
It's a knockout. It's amazing.
Yeah, that right there, that may be my favorite like light beer that I've ever had. You know, that's like light in color.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How would you compare it to Midas Touch?
Ooh.
This is more.
Mike is having a crisis now.
This is more approachable. This is lighter and more friendly.
Yeah.
If I were in the market, like when it gets hot or whatever, for a lighter beer, this would definitely win out over Midas Touch.
And you know what? Midas Touch was his #1 beer of season 2?
Yeah, it was season 2.
Like that was for the season. He was like, Midas Touch is my favorite beer this whole season, and he's saying that this is better.
Wow.
Yeah,
This is a really fucking amazing Hefeweizen.
we don't get too many of these moments, boys. I mean,
No.
we have some good beers, but we aren't often in the presence of greatness.
Yeah, it's
this
like every
is-
now and then, and we've been lucky to do it a few times recently.
Yeah.
That it's like having a beer that just like sort of recalibrates your palate and makes you go, oh, this is what that style should be like.
No, this is.
Is it from Milwaukee?
Don't
they actually brew a lot of beer there?
New Glarus, Wisconsin.
I guess New Glarus is a city.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not- yeah, but no.
I don't know of it.
New Glarus Brewing.
Well, you guys make
Bubbler.
great fucking beer.
Holy shit. You guys knocked that out of the park. That is my favorite Hefeweizen that I've ever had.
I think that
Does
is mine
not
too.
suck.
Does not suck.
Doesn't suck at all.
Doesn't suck. Legendary.
Mike can't even
It's a
jokingly say it sucks.
masterpiece.
It's a fucking masterpiece.
Should be selling like hotcakes.
Now you're gonna get copyright claimed by Donkey.
Fuck them. Beer number 3.
Beer number Charlie.
Hefe number 3.
Weihenstephaner Hefeweissbier. Our golden yellow wheat beer with its fine poured white foam smells of cloves that impresses consumers with its refreshing banana flavor.
Na-na-na-na-na-na.
Yes. It is full-bodied and with a smooth yeast taste. To be enjoyed at any time, goes excellently with fish and seafood, like your mama, with spicy
Damn.
cheese and especially with traditional Bavarian veal sausage. No, I'd be fucking. I could go for some Bavarian. I could go for some Bavarian sausage. Brewed according to our centuries-old brewing tradition on the Weihenstephaner Hill.
So, this claims the world's oldest brewery since 1040.
Have they got records?
I guess they do. I mean, who's gonna
Papyrus.
tell them they're full of shit, right?
I mean, like back then, what was a document in Germany? It was just like a
stone
like a
tablet?
pewter, like
was-
stein with like fucking
Computer style.
no pewter,
Yeah, pewter. Or
like a pewter
somebody-
stein with like something like scratched in it with a knife.
or like
or a trench
or
knife.
something carved into like skin off of somebody's back.
Yeah.
Well, this is
Cave carvings, maybe.
so. This is like the general gold standard.
This is like the gold
Of Hefes?
standard of Hefeweizens.
And it's going to be interesting having this after the last one. Now, I haven't had this in some years. Actually, I think about a decade. I used to think this was really fucking good shit,
He used to think
man.
that, so it's probably gonna be terrible.
So it's probably going to be awful.
Yeah.
But, you know, let's see. Because I would love to have another really good one.
Dark fart.
Nope, not on mine. Because
Faint.
I got it from the end of the bottle.
Wait,
Yeah,
here we
no,
go, here
this
we
is
go.
faint.
Oh wow!
You're probably getting after finish from previous beer, though.
Oh man, that really.
Yeah, man, this smells like that new Glarus.
Now, in all seriousness, I did.
Wait a minute.
Now it tastes like it too, except a little acidy. No, but
Well, that's it.
aside from the dog fart, this has a very spicy nose.
It's
Yes.
very spicy, and it's also like intense wheat.
Yes.
But then like the spice is like super clove.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Shit tons of clove right up your butt.
yeah,
And a little bit of banana, but it's mostly wheat and clove.
yeah.
It's sweet. It's way sweeter than the last one.
Yeah, whereas
Or the one before it.
Yeah, I was gonna say the new Glarus was a little bit more tart. This is just sweet.
This has no tartness. It's just very sweet.
Yeah.
The finish gets spicier over the course of about 5 seconds. It's really weird.
It does.
Yeah. That's interesting. No, I'll go ahead and say right off the bat, I definitely like the new Glarus better than this. But
Oh yeah, but
This is like if
this is still good.
If
This is-
Hogarden were good.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
and but I'm not getting like the amount of banana that you want to get from like a wit.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit, but it's mostly like
It's
just tons of clove, and if I could pick out anything else, it would be allspice. I'm not really getting like the cinnamon you often get out of things like this.
yeah, no, it's
But-
very clove.
I'm getting
For
that
sure.
that nutmeg sort of numb tongue.
I am getting that, but I get that from clove. Clove gives me
Does it do
numb
it to you
tongue.
also?
Yeah.
Numb tongue.
Nung gung
Numb
gung.
tongue.
Hey.
Numb.
I am very smart.
Mike's impression of me.
Indeed.
I give it an 8.
I give it an 8 out of 5.
8 out of 5.
You know what the funny thing is? Like, I'm thinking about this beer going, let me try to find the deficiencies in it just because I don't like it as much as the last one. And then I look at it and go, wow, it's almost gone.
Maybe a C out of 10.
Yeah, I mean it's
I think its best quality is how eminently drinkable it is.
It's very drinkable.
Insanely drinkable. It's just...
I mean, yeah. I'm just trying to figure out something.
I could put away so many of these, but it's a really simple beer.
Yeah,
it's like you want to look for all of the details and the finer points.
But it's like it's not there.
It's like if I
Those nuances don't exist.
It's just good beer.
if I found myself, somehow through some sort of weird twisted sci-fi plot involving, a time machine or whatever, found myself in Germany in the 11th century, I'd hope it was at least the mid 11th century, and then I'd start looking for these guys.
Yeah.
Be like, hey man.
And, after I had managed to escape being, burned as a witch or whatever, 20 or 30 times or whatever was going on at the time, I don't know. If I could find these guys, I'd be like, you know what? It's not so bad.
Yeah. No.
And you know what? I am finding one thing about it that it's not really a downside, but it's sort of a why is that there? Because I know it's not there because it's brewed under the purity law and it can't be. But I'm getting on the finish some corniness.
I don't really get the corn.
And it's like popcorn.
I'm reaching for
Unbuttered.
it. Unbuttered. So just like freshly popped.
Funny you should
popcorn.
say unbuttered because there's something kind of buttery about this beer.
Well,
Yeah.
texture-wise.
Yeah, texture. Yeah, it is.
But I'm talking flavor. It doesn't have that buttery, salty thing going. I just taste a little bit of popcorn on the finish.
I don't really get that. No.
And it's just a coincidence of the things that blend. There's no corn in it.
So did we just get lucky on this episode? Or are there a lot of really good Hefeweizens?
I mean,
I've had many bad Hefes.
Okay.
I've had many bad wits.
Yeah.
And wit used to be one of my favorite styles when I was lucky to have only had mostly good ones.
yeah.
But now I've had so many bad ones that if we're going to have a wit on the show, I'm like,
Oh no.
oh, fuck, man.
Well, at least
So I like this.
you guys have had good Hefeweizens now, and you
Doesn't
realize
sound-
that hey, it's actually
I've liked Hefeweizens all along. It's just I kind of always expect them to be never in the top tier. I never expect them to challenge some of the better beers that we really love. But I will say that New Glarus is really up there. It challenges some of those really great stouts. It challenges some of the not best, but some of the good old ales we've had in terms of just being a delicious beer.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, I mean, because I know, for the longest time, I would say, prior to us doing this show, and even for a while into us doing the show, I would label my favorite style as Hefeweizens. Now I'd say that's changed, maybe more along the old ales to kind of the quad end of things. Mm-hmm. Still, though, I fucking love a good Hefeweizen, and tonight
really demonstrates that these are just incredibly drinkable beers, that they are for any occasion, any time of the year. I think of them and wits as being summer beers, but right now as we're filming, it is really
it's hitting
cold.
the spot.
And these
Especially
are
with
hitting the
Bavarian
spot.
veal sausage.
Oh man.
Oh man.
If only. But yeah, Weihenstephaner Hefeweizen doesn't suck. Doesn't suck.
Weihenstephaner! Or something.
Yep. And that's going to do it for our first episode back. Be sure to tune in next time, and remember that life is too short to be caught drinking.
Shitty Hefeweizens.
Goddamn right. You're supposed to...
left you hanging.